It's the start of a new week. Good evening and thank you for joining us. You're watching the 9 at Night. I'm Stephania Jimenez. It's a difficult time for the San Antonio community as we say goodbye to Red McCombs. The Texas icon passed away at the age of 95. Our RJ Marquez now has more on the nonprofit that owes its very existence to the man, his foundation, and also his generosity.
Red McCombs was a larger-than-life figure, but among all the big things he and his wife Charlene accomplished, it was the small things that mattered the most to many people.
He always wanted to support what we did in San Antonio through our mission, transforming this community through the power of sport.
The McCombs Foundation helped grow the nonprofit organization San Antonio Sports into what it is today.
They were dedicated to making sure that the kids in San Antonio in underserved areas had opportunities to succeed, and we've seen that in I Play After School.
As the owner of the Spurs, McCombs used the team's platform to give back to the community. He helped found the nonprofit now known as Spurs Give.
One of the key priorities that McCombs had was to make a difference in education, get involved with the schools, help raise money for those charitable organizations.
Russ Bookbinder worked with McCombs for years in the Spurs organization. He says Red was a true visionary.
His vision showed with Hemisphere, with the Spurs, trying to get an NFL franchise, expansion franchise here to San Antonio, and then what he's done in the communities.
Bookbinder and San Antonio Sports CEO Jenny Carnes say it's impossible to put McCombs' legacy and impact into words.
He gave me a chance. He made a difference in my family. He made a difference in this community.
San Antonio lost a true legend and somebody that really has meant so much to our community and has put us on the map.
And that was our RJ Marquez reporting. By the way, since 1988, Spurs Give has invested $28 million into the community for everything from playgrounds to school programs. And San Antonio Sports' I Play after school program, by the way, is now in 60 local schools. Pretty good. Now, in a statement, the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce said in part, quote, Red had a heart of gold and a generous spirit. He was a true philanthropist whose contributions have benefited organizations in San Antonio and across Texas. Red was a true friend and will be dearly missed, end quote. And of course, right now on our website, we have a deeper look into the life and legacy of Red McCombs, from his time as an NFL team owner to how he and his wife became household names in philanthropy. It's on the homepage, so just look for this story on KSAT.com. You can also look for the story on any of our streaming platforms. Switching gears now, arson investigators are trying to figure out how two fires started in the same house overnight. So this was around 4 this morning on Hammond Avenue, not far from I-10 and Brigsby on the east side. San Antonio firefighters found one fire on the back part of the house and then another on the side of the home. The house is supposed to be empty because it's being renovated. So the cause of the fire is still unknown. Investigators are hoping that neighborhood surveillance might give them a better idea as to who or even what caused it. Over in Helotes, Bexar County firefighters are also trying to determine what caused a house fire early this morning. Happened just before 1 a.m. on Springcroft Court, which is a neighborhood near Los Reyes Elementary School. The fire is believed to have started on the back porch, then spread to the attic and destroyed the entire home. But the good news is the family who lived there did make it out. We'll start working to learn the name of a man who was killed while crossing Loop 410 this morning. Happened around 4 near the Blanco and Military exit in Castle Hills. The police department says the driver who hit the man stopped to help, but the man died at the scene. It's unclear, though, why he was crossing the highway. In other news now, a man is in the hospital after he was found with a gunshot wound early this morning. According to the San Antonio Police Department, a stranger helped the man. Police say the driver found the man around 3 a.m. near Frio City Road and North Zarzamora. The driver put the man into his own vehicle and drove around looking for help. The victim, who was shot in the stomach, was taken to University Hospital. At last check, his wound was considered life-threatening. It's unclear why he was shot and also, more importantly, who shot him. So now let's take things outside. Here's a look at your Tuesday morning forecast with meteorologist Adam Caskey.
Get ready for some areas of fog to start your Tuesday, reducing visibility for the morning commute at 60 degrees. But then sunny and 74 at noon, a high temperature of 83 degrees tomorrow afternoon, even warmer on Wednesday. 88 the high with a gusty westerly wind, that dry and warm west wind, up to 35 miles per hour at times. Thursday, we're 80. The coolest afternoon is going to be Friday at 76, still above average for this time of year.
Too shabby. Now, it's pretty cool, you know, whenever you turn off your appliances or you lock the door remotely with just like that, just with a push of a button or by using your phone. There are lots of different ways to have a smart home, but even if you're not sure where to start, don't worry about it. 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz shows us some easy upgrades.
They're a bright idea, smart light bulbs and smart plugs. Saeed Abbas uses them.
When I leave home, I can just check my app to know that, okay, all the lights are turned off. I'm not using any energy that I don't need.
Both smart bulbs and plugs can turn any lamp into a smart lamp that you can control from anywhere using an app. Or just say, Alexa, living room light on. But how do you know if bulbs or plugs are best?
Smart bulbs are a better choice for lamps that have a lampshade because the bulbs themselves are kind of ugly looking. Bulbs are also a great choice for fixtures that can't be plugged in, such as overhead light fixtures.
If you want to switch colors or between warm and cool light, you'll also want a smart bulb. Dan Roklowski says these from TP-Link Casa Smart and Cree are good budget options. One bulb is $8 to $10. If you want to go further, smart plugs do more than just lighting.
You can use them to control any appliance in your home, whether it's a fan or even a coffee maker. They're also really great for fire safety for devices like space heaters, hair straighteners, or hair dryers. If you forget to turn them off, you can do it remotely from your phone even when you're not home.
He says this smart plug from GE is one of the easiest to set up and works with both Alexa and Google Assistant. This TP-Link Casa smart plug is also easy and works with Amazon, Apple, Google, and Samsung assistants. As for Saeed, he's moved beyond bulbs and plugs.
Alexa, movie night.
Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
All right, sounds good to me. Now, it is Monday, but we are looking ahead to the weekend. San Antonio Parks and Recreation is giving away free trees. Trees, yes. So on Saturday, February 25th, starting at 8 a.m., they're doing this at Rosedale Park. The Sweet and Green event is going to include lemon, lime, avocado, mango, even fig trees. Parks and Rec is giving 850 trees away. It's actually one tree per household while the supplies last. And don't worry, if you miss Saturday's event, there's going to be a second one in March at Nelson Wolff Stadium. And we have all the information that you need on KSAT.com. Coming up tonight on the Nightbeat, a heartbreaking day for a San Antonio family. On Lena Keel's 5th birthday, we are seeing a new image of the little girl, and we're going to show it to you. This new image, the family is hoping can bring her home. Plus, nearly 1 year after Russian forces invaded their country, Ukrainians are getting help, continue to get help here in San Antonio. The effort to help them acclimate to their new surroundings, that is tonight on the Nightbeat. And we're done here. The 9 at Night returns tomorrow. Have a beautiful night. We'll see you tomorrow.